Shalom, shalom, family. What's going on? Trying to get my get my phone set up right. So it's hopefully that should work right there. Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on? What's going on, family? I know many of y'all probably can't see me, but I can see y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom to my cousin. What's going on? We woke now. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Thank everybody for jumping on. I wanted to do this video. Not gonna be on real long. Shout out to my cousin. We woke now. Shout out to Benel Israel, my other cousin. Shout out to the family that's tuning in. You know, what's going on, brother Michael? What's going on? Shalom to you. Shalom, shalom. Shout out to everybody that's out here just putting in work. If you haven't seen last night, if you haven't seen my cousin Dr. Kelly Richardson live last night on We Woke Now, definitely go check out the Crafty Council last night. Definitely a powerful video. Brought out some things, and be on the lookout for all three of us, me, him, and Benea. Look out for our video coming soon. We'll be discussing some things, talk about some things regarding some of the changes and information. Just really bringing out some things, just going back in time a little bit to bring some things up, so that way we can make sure that you guys got clarity. I think most of you gotten a lot of clarity on a lot of videos and things like that that's been put out, and so we're just going to kind of like recap some things, make sure everybody's clear on those things. But I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about a couple months ago I did a interview. I had an interview set up for basically a month, and I was interviewing. Shalom, everybody that's tuning in. I was interviewing some rabbis, and I want to kind of make sure that y'all got some understanding on why I was doing what I was doing. It's not from the perspective. What's going on, my brother Elephant Man in the building? It's not from the perspective of that I need to explain to bring some resolve to myself. But I think it's something that many of you. What's going on, Seriyahu? Make sure y'all got some understanding, okay? The thing was, and I know a lot of Brews was upset. Because why you got these rabbis on and all this other stuff. And I had Ashkenazi rabbis, I had Sephardic rabbis, I had anti-Zionist rabbis. So I had three rabbis from three different perspectives and points of views. But one thing that all three of the rabbis, shalom. The thing that all three of the rabbis agreed upon was that they felt that Christianity was bad, not only for white people, but for black people. In fact, Rabbi Shapira, the one that most of y'all gave me the most hardest time about, I think he out of all three of them, he went in the hardest on Christianity and the Roman Catholic Church and all those that are spawned from her. The thing is that a lot of brothers was upset, a lot of sisters was upset, and I think some of the ones that were upset were some of the ones that maybe was new to the channel or new to who I am or whatever. And that's completely understandable. But the thing that's not completely understandable for me Well, the brothers and sisters who've been with me from the jump, and they known. I mean, I got videos from, I'm talking, 3-4 years ago that other brews have used in their videos, where I've talked to, reached across the aisle and built with, and and that type of thing with the Jewish community, or people amongst the Jewish community in different in the land of Israel, who have declared publicly who we are as a people, and we're not Hamites and things like that. And that's no shade, or I don't have no issue with Hamites or anybody that says that they're of the line of Ham. I don't have no problem with anybody, on that. But the brothers and sisters who've been with me for the longest, for them to be like, well, I don't know why he's talking to those people, and I don't know, that kind of threw me off for a minute. When those brothers and sisters who know, been rocking me from the beginning, know that I've always had conversation with people on the other side of different perspectives. Not that I agree with them, but at the same time, I've always been one who has had dialogue, has been, as they call it, the political, or bipartisan, or whatnot, while still maintaining my beliefs and still not graying the lines of where I stand. Mostly, everybody, knows that where I stand. If you've been rocking with me from the very beginning, you know that. I'm Israel. Through, I believe in being Israel, not only physically, but also through the spirit, and things like that. So I just wanted to make it clear, that, those things were a trip, right? That from that perspective of those who've been with me. Now, let me say this. All three rabbis spoke from different perspectives. Rabbi Harry Rosenberg said, listen, y'all don't need the Christian church to validate who you are. I want y'all to know he's an Orthodox rabbi. He's an Orthodox rabbi, okay? He said you don't need the Christian church for validation. In fact, you don't even need the Jews. You don't need the Jewish people for validation. If you know that you Israel, and you believe that with every fiber of your being, then just live it. Be Israel. Just live it, be Israel. Then you have Rabbi Weiss. Rabbi Weiss was the anti-Zionist rabbi. He doesn't believe, that Israel should be in the land, or the Jewish people should be in the land, period. He believes that prophecy says that when the Most High, when the Messiah, the Mashiach comes, that he'll bring Israel back into the land. Now, mind you, the other rabbis watched those interviews, and they didn't agree. One of the rabbis, Rabbi Shapiro, did not agree, because Rabbi Shapiro believed the land and the people are one, so that's his perspective. But he also said that 1948 was a joke. This is Rabbi Weiss. Rabbi Weiss said 1948 was a joke, and that it was all set up and propagated by the governments, and that the people in the land today, they are not true Jews, that they do not even, they're there for political purposes, and that nobody within their community, Rabbi Weiss, nobody within their community even have a Jewish flag. In fact, they don't even speak Yiddish or modern Hebrew, because he said, this is Rabbi Weiss, you go back and watch the video of the interview that I did with Rabbi Weiss. See, people try to they're trying to pull this, misrepresentation. Why nobody, let me ask y'all this. Why didn't anybody go use any of those videos from the UA community, or anybody that's opposed to Israel, or us being Israelites? Why didn't anybody go use any of those videos to say that I misrepresented any other rabbis? Why is that? Why is that? Because an interview is what it is. It's an interview. It's not a debate, even though I may not agree with the statements of the rabbis. But I'm doing an interview. I'm not there to debate them. I'm there to ask them questions, for them to share their perspective on certain topics. And yet nobody from the other side went to go grab any other videos to say that I misrepresented any of those rabbis. See, it's easy to pull emails and say, oh, well, he misrepresented him. It's easy for somebody to switch up in an email, but you can't switch up on video. You can't switch up on video. So you live and you learn. Yes, learn my lesson. I will never depend on emails again. I will get folks on video. So you can't say that I switched up or you came back out, because we got you on video. But nobody used any of those rabbis' videos that said I misrepresented, because you can't. So here's the thing. Rabbi Weiss says, since we're talking about this whole thing of shalom and shalom and brothers is going at folks about the Lashawan Kwadash, right? Well, guess what? There was an article that was presented from Hartford, Connecticut in the 1800s, where a young man who was deaf, who can write, but he was deaf, and it said that he spoke Lashawan Kwadash, right? But dig this. Rabbi Weiss, or Rabbi Weiss, when I did the interview with him, you know what he said? He said they don't even speak modern Hebrew because modern Hebrew is not authentic. They would rather speak English than to speak modern Hebrew. Why? Why did they say that? Why did he say that? Why did Rabbi Weiss or Rabbi Weiss say that? Rabbi Weiss said that because he said that their ancient tongue is Lashawan Kwadash, or ancient Hebrew. Go back and watch the video. It's ancient Hebrew. It's not along the lines of what's spoken today. So I don't see anybody go making videos about clowning Rabbi Weiss when Rabbi Weiss said what he said about AKA Lashawan Kwadash. I didn't see no videos on that. See, the reason why I did those 3 interviews and videos was to prove a point. Because around that time, folks were saying, well, the reason why we're coming after the Israelites is because they come after the church. They started first. They bash the church. They degrade the church. They talk about the church. They do this and do that. Now, mind you, I want y'all to really understand something. And they threw me in that category, in that bunch too, right? Let's not forget, these were the same folks that lied and did not even apologize or even do a correction video, but they want everybody to apologize. They want everybody to repent, and they want everybody to be corrected. When they lied blatantly and said that my assembly and that I were pushing DNA tests for membership. Y'all remember that? Oh, that got swept under the rug. I did a whole video showing and proving that it wasn't even my assembly. It wasn't Boom Church Atlanta or Boom Church Jacksonville or Boom period. It was another congregation in Orlando, Florida, that calls themselves Body One Ministry or something like that. They were using Boom. But here's the thing, they were not even using DNA testing from a scientific perspective. They were using DNA testing as far as your gifts and things like that. That's what they were doing to so no one think that that ministry was down there, using DNA testing. They did a whole video about that. They were sharing the video. They were doing all that stuff. And yet to this date, nobody has said, you know what, we were wrong about that. We lied on me. We lied on Bishop William Brown. We lied on Pastor Majors, or we lied on William Brown. We didn't. We apologize. That was not correct. We didn't say that. This, that, that. They pushed the whole narrative and swept it under the rug. Nobody apologized. Now, this is the same group. And I want y'all to remember, I want y'all to understand something here. Okay? I really want y'all to catch this and really understand. The whole reason why I did those videos with those rabbis was to prove a point. The point I was proving was because they were saying that the Israelites is coming in their community, taking Christians out of their community. The Israelites are coming in their community, speaking down on Christianity, and therefore, if anybody speak against Christianity or speak down on Christianity, then we're coming for them. But guess what? All three of those rabbis spoke down on Christianity. All three of those rabbis said that Christianity is not even our home, that the church is not our home, and Christianity is the worst thing that happened to people. And not one video, not one rebuttal video, not one video did anybody, not one video did anybody, not one video from any of those went at the rabbis. And I know they saw the videos. And if they didn't see the videos are still up. Go make a video on that. Go make a video against Rabbi Weiss. Go make a video against Rabbi Rosenberg, and go make a video against Rabbi Shapiro. Go do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you another name that's pulling more Christians out of the Christian community, whether they're black or white, than all three of those rabbis. And his name is Rabbi Tovia Singer. Now I want y'all, because I know you're watching and you're listening, go do a video against Rabbi Tovia Singer. He's pulling all kind of Christians out of the Christian church by the droves. Rabbi Tovia Singer. So if you're so concerned about the Israelites and the Israelites going into your community and the Israelites pulling Christians away, matter of fact, here's the thing. Rabbi Tovia Singer is not only pulling them out, but Rabbi Tovia Singer is pulling them out of believing in Jesus, in the Shia or the Messiah. Go do a video on him. I know you know about him. Go do a video. Every time he goes live on the YouTube, their videos are testimonies of people thanking Rabbi Tovia Singer. They were once Christians, and they're no longer Christians anymore. So go do a video on Rabbi Tovia Singer. They proved my point. My point was to show the bias of this particular group. They say they care about Israelites coming into the Christian church. They care about Israelites bashing Christians. They care about Israelites pulling people out of Christianity. Well, okay, all three of those rabbis did it. Not only that, I gave you a fourth one by the name of Rabbi Tovia Singer. Matter of fact, Rabbi Tovia Singer is the one, he's done several videos, even saying that Paul is the creator of Christianity and that Paul doctrine is wrong and everything else. Very popular rabbi on YouTube. And every time a Christian missionary comes in Israel, he's there to meet him at the door. So now tell me, so for the brothers and sisters that are in Israel, that are Israelites, that's the method. That was the I did what I did. And again, once again, it's no secret. It's no secret. It's never been a secret that I've always had conversations with Jewish people. It's never been a secret that I've always had conversations with Christians. Matter of fact, I spent my own money and travel and everything to go dialogue, as well as my cousin, Dr. Kelly Richardson. We went up to Philadelphia to their conference. Went up there to the conference. We didn't go up there to proselytize. We didn't go up there to evangelize. We went up there to just dialogue, talk. Dialogue, talk, that's it. I tell y'all all the time, it's not my job. And this, again, I want to be clear. I'm talking about me, okay? I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about me. It is not my job to tell you to leave your church. If the Most High, because I hear people say all the time, well, the Most High told me I was an Israelite. Well, if the Most High told you an Israelite, then the Most High going to tell you to leave. I don't have to do that. It's not my job to tell you to leave your church. No, if you say the Most High reveal to you that you're an Israelite, then of course he should reveal to you that it's time for you to leave your church. Plain and simple. So I want to be very clear about that. And I think people really don't understand the complexities. Well, it's not even complex. I don't think people really understand the simpleness of seeing how biased people are. Okay, that's one of the things. That's only one. And I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to talk about this Bunis thing. I'm going to talk about this Cats thing, and we're going to talk about the pews. We're going to talk about all three of those things. I'm going to talk about it one time, and that's going to be it. One time, and that's it. After that, I have nothing else to say about it. The church decided to do what they do. They changed it on the website. It's not my fault that you spent more time occupying trying to make diss and debunk videos. It's not my fault. That's your fault. I didn't have to do any debunk videos. I got too much work to do. It's too much work out here. We're dealing with people with real issues and real problems. Than to do a debunk video or to answer somebody this or that. Man, whatever. At the end of the day, it's too much work we have to do. We got a ministry. We got all this other stuff going on. I got a family. I got to travel. I got to do all of that stuff. Okay? We're establishing congregations left and right. To be honest with you, this was a blessing. Because guess what? Every time they do a video, a so-called debunk video, and they mention Boom Church name, you ought to look at the analytics of how many people start. And next thing you know, our ministry started growing. Because guess what? People started going to watch the teaching videos. They start watching the teaching. They're like, what? Hold on, wait a minute. So they're sending people. That's why I ain't doing a debunk video. That's why I didn't do a debunk video or any type of video. I'm not sending nobody their way. And I watched my cousin last night, and me and him both was having this conversation about when we looked into the legal aspect of things. And that's the first thing that happens. These cyber attorneys, the first thing they do is like, well, okay, give me their name. Let me go look at their names. Let me look them up on YouTube. And the first thing the cyber attorney says is, looking at their analytics, it basically they're like gas. They're like somebody breaking wind. It only lasts for about 30 seconds and it's gone. That's basically what was said. No influence. They don't have the numbers. And then the attorney asked, "What have you lost anybody? What are the damages? Have you lost anybody? Did you lose members?" I said, "No. In fact, we gained members." It's like it's a waste of time. Now, any greedy attorney was like, "Yeah, I'll take your money," and that's it. But attorney like, man, this is a way. Now, if you want to do something on principle, just for principle's sake, and you want to spend the money, go ahead. But these dudes it's like gas. It's like gas. Soon as you break wind, you smell it for 30 seconds and they're gone. So it's just a waste of they were not worth spending money on the principle. Okay? It's not effective. So at the end of the day, when we start looking at this, none of them guys went and did any videos. They didn't do any videos going after what the rabbi said. You know what? And that tells me something. You know what? That says that you're afraid. You're afraid of them white folks. See, let me tell y'all something. The best way you can learn some things from white people. I got white brothers and sisters in the faith that I rock with. You can learn some things. You can learn some things, especially on the legal side. You can learn some things on how to protect yourself too. And then you can learn some things of how to wait before you pursue certain things when it comes down to the legal side. Some things you can learn. They created the laws, they know them. They know the loopholes and everything. But that just goes to show me that the agenda is more so dealing with who we are, because why? They don't think that we have the education. They don't think we're smart enough. They think we're illiterate. They think this, they think that. I was listening to Brother Yacoba yesterday on Teo Ministries, and I was watching him, and he was talking about the education background of brothers and sisters that's in the Israelite community. Brothers in the Israelite community, yes, they got degrees, they educated, they smart in the Israelite community. In the Israelite community, very educated. So at the end of the day, some of these folks, they never graduated. They basically went to school. They went to school and things like that. Some of them never finished. Some never accomplished anything. Their claim to fame is on the internet, or the very little claim that they have. So my thing is that go do a video on the rabbis, what the rabbis said. Why don't you go after them? They made it very, very clear. Rabbi Weiss went in on 1948 in the state of Israel. Rabbi Isaac Shapira went in on Christianity in the Christian church. Went in. Blatantly said, come out of it. So at the end of the day, if that was one of us, they got all the smoke. They want all the smoke. They want to do video after video. See what he said. Did you see this? You see this? You see what he said about this? You see what he said about that? You see what he said about the Christian church? You see what he said about Christian? Well, when the rabbis do it, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all turn the other cheek. See, that's what I'm saying. That's that respect of a person's thing. See, Yeshua, Mashiach, or Yahushua, whichever one you subscribe to, he wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have done that. You say that you follow the Most High. You say that you follow the true and living God. You do all this type of stuff. And yet you are respecters of persons? Come on now. Come on now. You can't be a respecter of person, say y'all got the truth. You defend the tree. You defend Christmas. You defend your liberty in Christ. But yet you don't defend against the rabbis. You going to Kemet. Well, let me rephrase that. You ain't going to Kemet no more. You done partnered up with Kemet, seem like. Well, I don't even recall whenever you ever did go against Kemet. So my thing is this. You're not going to go after Judaism? You're not going to say nothing to none of the rabbis? Come on now. You ain't going to say nothing against the rabbis? Come on now. You going to do it like that? Huh? You ain't going to say nothing against the rabbis? You're not going to say anything against the rabbis. I got 3 videos on my page. And I gave you a 4th one. and you don't have nothing to say. Not one video. I mean, you've been following and stalking us for a whole year. Clearly, you've seen those interviews with those rabbis, and you didn't comb through there to find one thing. You didn't cut up that video. You didn't do a video say I've misrepresented any of those rabbis. Come on now. Let's be real. If you're gonna do this, do it right. Don't put something out there. Come on now. Go at Shapiro. Shapiro dogged out Christianity. Dogged it out. Go after Shapiro. Y'all got cats over there saying, well, the Jews in the land of Israel, they the real Jews. Okay, if they the real Jews and they're supposed to be in the land, go after Rabbi Weiss. Rabbi Weiss went in on 1948, went in on Zionism. Not one video. Look at the celebrities. Look at the celebrities that were once Christian that's linking up with Rabbi Rosenberg. I mean, he got celebrity. Amari started my. I mean, he got the list. The list goes on. Why don't you go after him? I don't see one video, not one Facebook post, not one YouTube video, not even a screenshot. And this is why I'm not going to waste my time responding with folks who are respecters of persons, and yet you want me to give you something. I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. Give you what? Go work for it. Go work for it. Maybe if you go did the work and stop trying to use other people's tools, maybe you can build something. But all I see is a bunch of folks trying to use other people's tools to try to build something. You're not going to borrow my hammer. You're not going to borrow my shovel. Go get your own. Okay? Go get your own. At the end of the day, man, I look forward to seeing a video. I look forward to seeing a video against one of the rabbis. I look forward. I know you watching this video, so I'm waiting to see when you're going to do a video against all three, actually all four of those rabbis. Rosenberg, Tovia Singer, Rosenberg, Tovia Singer, Isaac Shapiro, and Rabbi Weiss. Looking forward to it. At the end of the day, I say shalom to you all. Grace, peace, and many blessings to you all. Shalom.